Season 64 war number 3, and today we've matched up against PBT, and the bands are Mr. Sinister, Nico, Onslaught, Serpent, and Hood, and my team today is going to be Prowler, Tigra, and Dazzler. And yeah, this is a pretty interesting one. I have 7 fights. I believe it's 3 with Tigra, 2 with Dazzler, 2 with Prowler. I think that's correct. But we're starting on node 4 Sersi, and this fight is weird, mainly because I completely forgot that this node doubles the defensive ability accuracy of the defender, and because of that, we can't actually neutralize the glancing buff that Sersi gets, so it's going to happen pretty often in this fight. I didn't even realize until after the fight was over why that was happening. I know now because I went back and looked at the node and stuff, but it was definitely throwing me off a lot, and I really need to focus on not letting her drop any special attacks in this fight, because I need to never get those petrifies on me. Not only did I not turn willpower off on that fight, because I thought it would be a 10-second fight, but also I would reduce my ability power rate, which would be really bad. So she goes down because it's Tigra versus Sersi, so even if I can't stop the glancing buff, it's still, yeah, that's really easy. But yeah, it was definitely a lot scarier than it should have been. But we move on to fight Domino next, and this is a Domino in a node where I want to intercept her and keep my combo up as much as I can, which is relatively simple. Unfortunately, I drop a special attack into the block here. I kind of thought that I would be able to make the heavy chain work, especially with the falter making her more aggressive. Did not work out that way. I do it all the time if I'm unblockable with Prowler, where I cancel it from the heavy, but I don't do it very often when I'm not unblockable, and there's a pretty good reason why you shouldn't always do that. So I do get the intercept, and I do get my combo meter up enough to where I'm not going to get the glancing on me, which is pretty good. It wouldn't change much about the fight because Prowler can't crit anyway, and his ability accuracy is increased a little bit. It's not all the way up, but I believe it's 125% ability accuracy. But still, it would be fine. So she goes down there, pretty much no issues, and we'll move on to the next Prowler fight, which is Havok on 25. Using Prowler here because he has non-contact mediums, and that's basically the best thing you can do for this. You can also use the power drain mechanic that Prowler has to basically remove Havok's purple charges on himself, which you're going to see once I push him to special 2. But it's a relatively fast fight. Like, I'm using the combat regen boost just to outweigh some of the block damage and thorns damage I'm going to take at the start of the fight. And then once we get to a special 2, if I have a decent amount of ruptures, then I'll be in great shape. So I go ahead and bait his special 2, and we remove all of his purple charges, and then I get really, really good rupture RNG. I had 4 on the initial hit, which is pretty nuts, and then we go ahead and kill him right there. So he goes down, and we'll have one more path fight. This one's against Nick Fury on node 37. So in this fight, we want to make sure that he doesn't drop a special 1, because after the special 1, I believe he has a chance to purify or something, and then that would make it to where he would go to energize, go unblockable and stuff. And then also, when he goes into second life, he's still going to remove those fatigues from him, so he is still going to gain the energize, he's still going to gain the unblockable, so I need to be aware of it when it happens. I originally was going to use Jean for my Dazzler fights, and then right before I joined War, switched to Dazzler because I thought she would be the better option overall for the next fight. I do think Jean would be probably better for this one, but also it's still sketchy because Jean wants to cause purifies to happen, and that gives Nick energize. So maybe honestly Dazzler was better for both fights, and she certainly handles this Nick well. It's just not very fast. Like, she's a very mediocre Nick Fury counter because you put all your ramp into that one special 2, and then once the special 2 ends, you have to re-ramp and stuff. Like, I'm going to go for another special 1, of course, because I know my next special 2, if I don't really have any tempo, is not going to kill. So, got to build the tempo with the special 1. It's pretty simple, just makes the fight last longer. So I'm going to bait one heavy attack and just get one combo going, and that'll be it, because I can chain my relic into another special 2. And that's exactly what we do here. Do a double medium into the special 2, and Nick is beyond gone. And we'll go ahead and move on to the mini boss side of the video. So start off with a very simple one. It's Node 39 Destroyer with Tigra. And because of the neutralize, we just shut off all the buffs, meaning he's never going to have advantage from Rich Get Richer. He's never going to trigger Footloose or Steady, whatever the node is that gives him a stun immunity buff, Steady Perseverance. And that's kind of it. Like, we can counter the heavy attack very easily. I tested it before taking the fight. Basically, you can land 2 hits of Tigra's heavy if you just counter the heavy attack normally, but if you whiff a light, you can get all 3 hits of your heavy attack landed. So if you want to add that extra whiff, then you get the full heavy attack. Otherwise, it's just the second hit's going to be the first one that actually hits Destroyer. And we're not even going to be nailing the special dexes against him, because I just don't put a lot of effort in trying to. Mainly because he's going to die right here anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, as long as he's, not being incredibly stupid, there's very little ways that fight can go wrong with just how strong her neutralize is. So next up, we're going to fight Punisher with Dazzler on node 41. And Punisher is a tactic defender. If you haven't noticed by watching other people's war videos or playing the war tactic yourself, the tactic is honestly maybe the most non-existent tactic we've ever had, because the whole gimmick is they're going to gain a protection, but there's protection is 70%, it lasts for 3 seconds, and expires like 300% faster during the attacker's specials. So it's quite literally almost never there when it would actually matter. I'm gonna make another video talking about war in general later on, maybe this week or next week, but holy crap, this is quite literally the most nothing tactic we've ever seen, and it's kind of astounding how that we've gotten to this level. But yeah, that's another topic for another time. Anyway, I dropped the special with Dazzler and he's dead now, because yeah, I brought Dazzler instead of Jean simply because I knew she could handle slowing down the fight a lot more than Jean could, and also I don't have to dex the specials every single time because I can use my Dazzling Dash for some of them. Anyway, now we're gonna fight Nico Minoru. This fight is one of the most cinematic fights I feel like I've had in a very long time, and you're gonna see why, because I whiff a light here, almost dropped my special 2, which if you've been with my channel for a couple months now, and you saw me die dropping a Tigra special 2 into Nico's buff immunity, you know why I didn't drop it again. And I almost did. I did the light whiff like I was getting ready for it and stuff. And unfortunately, that light whiff makes the AI more aggressive and makes her drop a special 1 on my block. So I'm kind of freaking out because she just dropped the special on my block, so I'm taking a bunch of damage from brute force, and she refreshed the buff immunity, so I have to wait that out more. Then I eat her heavy attack, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I said out loud, as soon as I drop my special 3, I'm dead now. Like, I'm not going to have enough health to finish this fight. So we're going to go for one more heavy attack and just see if I can hopefully kill her before she kills me. I drop my first special 2, it does a really good amount of damage, and then I get just enough power back for the second special 2. That's why you run Mystic Power Backs with Tigra, guys. And then she goes down. But, oh my goodness. I thought I was actually going to die to 49 Nico with Tigra a second time. But we lived, because I don't even know. Anyway, that fight's over, and we did lose the war 3-8. GG's to PBT, puts us at 2-1 on the season now, and looking forward to seeing what the rest of the season has in store for us. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.